All right, welcome to day 2 of cognitive drawing. I'll just read through this on my computer screen. You should have this in your book though. And if you guys are stumbling across this video and you don't have cognitive drawing, you can go to cognitivedrawing.com. It's 160 pages with 90 days of exercises to learn to draw the male figure from memory. So here we go. Now it's time the rubber meets the road. On this next page, draw a man flexing his muscles as best as you possibly can without looking at any reference. That's why I drew this guy so lousy, so that you wouldn't be able to look at him as reference. Don't worry, if you can't do it very well, trust me, you'll be able to do this much better once we finish this book. Okay? This test mainly is just to clarify where you're starting from, to help you know the problem areas. And I know a lot of you might say, well, everything is a problem area. What? You want me to do what? This is embarrassing. Don't worry. At the end of the book, you'll be able to do the same exercise again, and you'll be excited when you see how much you've improved. The only way to know where to go is to first know where you are. Right? Just like on a map. Also, no stick figures allowed. Don't just do a lousy drawing just because you know you can't do it yet. So don't do that. Do it as good as you can. The author Malcolm Gladwell claims that 10,000 hours of deliberate practice are needed to become world class in any field. He calls it the 10,000 hour rule. And if you finish this workbook, then you'll be that much closer to the 10,000 hours of deliberate practice that you've needed, because this book is definitely deliberate practice. But I honestly think cognitive drawing will speed up this deliberate practice, and these hours will be worth even more than just a regular hour of drawing whatever you want to draw. So stay focused. So here we go. Let's go. All right, so I'm not going to do this with you guys, but just draw a muscly guy as good as you can, flexing, full body. All the muscles showing. Just do the best that you can right now, just so you can see exactly where you're at, and that way you'll be able to see your progress as you go through this book. You'll be able to see a before and after, and you'll be able to see exactly how well this book worked for you. So I'll let you do that, and then we're on to the next page. Now's probably the time to take a break for the day and come back tomorrow with recharged batteries. At the top of each page during the cognitive drawing workbook, I have the day marked out as you go to help you pace yourself. You don't want to burn yourself out and go too fast. So come back tomorrow and we'll get started on day 3, where we will start breaking down basic body proportions. All right, that's the end of this video. Come back tomorrow for day 3. Do you want to learn to draw the female figure quickly and from memory without going to an expensive art school? Hi. I'm artist Jason Brubaker, and Cognitive Drawing is a learn-to-draw workbook unlike anything you've ever seen. This workbook solved a difficult problem. How can artists learn to draw anything quickly without spending a fortune? I've spent 3 years developing this workbook to accomplish that goal, and I'm excited to finally share it with all of you. I grew up in a small town. I had no more than high school education, but I was determined to teach myself how to draw. Well, it worked. And at the age of 21, I was represented by a top storyboarding agency in Hollywood as their fastest artist. And I worked in Hollywood for the next 20 years on hundreds of projects with all the top studios, as well as my own comics and graphic novels. One of the questions I get asked over and over is, how did I get my artwork to this professional level without an expensive art education? Cognitive drawing, of course. Although I wasn't aware of it at the time, when I was a kid, I accidentally discovered this method that I would later learn is called the testing effect. Studies have shown that the testing effect is one of the most efficient ways your brain retains new long-term information, and this book was developed using these same scientific principles. Cognitive Drawing has had over 1,000 beta testers, which have included homeschoolers, charter schools, high schools, and people who just wanted to expand on their college educations. Of those testers, 90% saw an immediate improvement in their drawing and retained what they learned. Over the course of 90 days, I'll be teaching you the techniques that made me the artist that I am. And with cognitive drawing, learning is as easy as sketch, test, results. Pick up your copy and let's get started. And pick up the second edition of the Mail book as well, which has been completely remastered with more tips, tricks, tutorials, and techniques.